Up next, we have our first glance at the minor scales. Now, we have three different kinds of minor scales we're going to be looking at, but we'll start with the easiest one first. The first one is called the natural minor and requires no changes to create. These are going to be the exact same notes that we used in our C major scale from the previous video. A natural minor scale is created with this formula: whole, half, whole, half, whole. So a different pattern of whole steps and half steps than we had before with the major scale, and it creates a very different sounding scale. In this case, we're going to start on the note A, B, C, and so on, all the way up to high A in treble clef. Same notes that we had in the C major scale. We haven't added any sharps or flats to them. And we've also changed which note gets which scale degree. If this is going to be our root note, our primary note in this key signature, being A, then A will get the number 1, B gets number 2, and so on. A natural minor scale is what naturally occurs when you create a scale starting with the indicated relative minor key signature. Notice how the key signature in this example is A minor relative to C major and starts and ends with an A. So if we look up here, we have no sharps or flats in our key signature. So we have two options. This could either be a C major scale or it can be an A minor scale. They are relative to each other. They are related. Since this one starts with an A and ends with an A, we know that this one is going to be an A minor scale. Here's what a minor scale sounds like. Another way to visualize a major scale, I should say minor scale, apologies. To visualize a minor scale is using the scale degree pattern. Again, same notes I used for the C major scale, we're just starting on the note A instead. Our next minor scale is the harmonic minor scale. Our harmonic minor scale is almost identical to a natural minor scale, but a harmonic minor scale requires you to raise the 7th scale degree. So if we look down here at our scale degree numbers, we have an arrow drawn up here, indicating that our 7th note in our minor scale is going to go up by a half step. So rather than this being a G, it's going to be a G sharp. Take a listen to this scale, and I think you'll notice kind of an interesting quality to it. A lot of times music that uses the harmonic minor scale is oftentimes associated with exotic scenes or exotic locations, in movies and in television, mostly because of the sound of this. The E, F, the G sharp, which is that raised 7th, and the A. So you get this sound. So a lot of people call it the Egyptian scale. It has that kind of exotic quality to it that seems to evoke that part of the world. It's important to consider and respect the key signature when creating minor scales other than natural minor. Modifying an existing scale pattern using whatever sharp, flat, or natural sign is needed to raise the 7th. So harmonic minor doesn't get its own particular key signature. Rather, it's something that you kind of throw into the music as a form of flair to adjust the scale as the music goes on. We don't have a particular harmonic minor key signature.